Happy International Coming Out Day today. This week on Amy Explains, we're taking a look at the Jeff Sessions decision that the Department of Justice now considers it basically legal to fire trans people because we're trans. Jeff Sessions' decision affected something called Title VII, which is a set of anti-discrimination laws about firing people on the basis of sex, race, religion, and I believe national origin. Up until now, or at least since the Obama administration, transgender protection had been read into sex. You can't fire someone for changing religions. You can't fire someone for coming out as trans, right? It included us across the board because when you fire someone for being queer, you are usually firing them for something that you wouldn't have a problem with if a person of a different gender identity did it. For example, if a woman has a girlfriend, she's getting fired for being a woman because if you wouldn't fire someone for being a man who has a girlfriend, right? Likewise with being trans. Well, Jeff Sessions says wrong. And right now the Department of Justice says that there is no longer a legal precedent that says you can't fire someone just for being trans. This is really, really bad. People are going to be losing work over this. Now, to quickly explain the ramifications of this, it means that on the federal level at least, you can hang up a sign that says trans people not welcome or we won't hire trans people, and if there's not some other law at the state or local level, it'll stick. For people who live in states that have explicit transgender anti-discrimination protection, this is less of an issue. Jeff Sessions says that this is a matter of law, not policy, which is an interesting reversal on the 2012 decision, I believe. It is the only, I guess, common sense interpretation of the law, even though it's the exact opposite interpretation of the people who used to be running the country. This drags up the issue, first of all, of what one person considers to be common sense and apolitical, everyone else who's affected by it negatively considers to be political. Don't let anyone say this is not a political problem. It usually is, because it has very strong effects on the people who are going to get screwed over again. What this really highlights, however, is the need for explicit LGBT employment anti-discrimination legislation. So the question then is, what can we do about it? Well, a couple of things. One, make sure that transgender organizations have the support that they need so that they can challenge this in court, because hopefully, like most social conservative half-assed, ham-fisted decisions, this will get overturned by a panel of judges in the near future. I hope. The other thing that we can do is when it is time to elect people at the federal level, even, like, I'm not just talking about the people in charge, I mean midterm elections, by-elections, absolutely anything. Get out and vote. Get your friends to get out and vote. Register early. Go contact a political party that is sympathetic to your voting, or even if you want to just make sure it's spending the other side's political capital, go contact the Republicans and say that you want to vote in the upcoming elections and you want to make sure that they're going to help you. Because if someone's going to be spending their volunteer hours, it might as well be the people responsible for making this problem happen again. However, on top of that, municipally and provincially and even at the corporate level, we need to make sure that there are protections in place to make sure that people cannot get fired, evicted, denied medical service, not allowed to get married, or in any way access any other aspect of public life because they're somewhere on the LGBT spectrum. This is why it is necessary